Hey everybody, welcome to this A2 English lesson reactive video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. So today I'm going to talk about motivation. This is a useful topic because we all need motivation to do things in our lives. First, let's talk about motivation in general. If we have motivation, this means that we have a desire to do something. If we lack this, then it's much harder to actually accomplish this. Most of you motivation are tempered and motivation at all the times. This is perfectly normal. There are certain days when you don't feel like doing much. You might be tired, in bad mood, or just undisturbed. It sometimes feels this way when I have to do certain things. For example, I might not be super motivation to work or to do language learning for the day. I think we all have time when we are more and less motivation to do things. So let's talk about some way we can get motivation. I think the most important thing we need to do to find our motivation is to set long-term goals. These goals are things that can just one accomplish. They can be personal goals or professional goals. Once you have this goal in mind, you can create a plan to reach these goals. Some people make very detailed plans and some people are little more flexible with their plans. In my option, it's good to set short-term goals that will help you reach your long-term goals. And more importantly, all of these goals should be step specific. For example, I could make my long-term goals to be completed in 2 years, 2 months, and then maybe I could make a short-term goal for 6 months, 1 year, and a year and a half from now. That will help me reach that 2 year goal. If you set specific deadlines for your goals, this can help motivation you because another thing I can help motivation you is to imagine yourself in the future after you have already completed your goal. For example, if you have to go to speak English fluently, imagine yourself in the future speaking English fluently. Imagine what that will feel like and imagine the satisfaction it will give. I find that this motivation a lot. Sometimes when I'm doing something, I think why I am doing this? What's the point? But if I imagine how will feel when I accomplish my goal in the future, this helps me continue. Another way we can increase your motivation is by finding the right place and time to do your tasks. Personally, I feel more motivation to work in certain place in my apartment and I feel less motivation in other spaces. It's pretty interesting actually. Also, I feel really motivation to work study when I go to cafes. When I surrounded by people who are working or reading, it motivates me to do this too. Also, it's important to identify the time of the day when you feel most motivation. You should use this time period to accomplish as much as possible. Third, it's important to plan your day so that can take advantage of this time. In general, I know the hours when I'm motivation to work and when I'm usually tired. So I might plan my day with something. On last, things that can also motivate is finding a role model. The role model is someone who you look for inspiration. Specifically, it's good to find a role model who has already accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. For example, if you want to move up in your career, you can find a role model who has already reached a high level in your industry. You can learn from their spaces and you can follow in their footsteps, and as we say. Having a role model can motivate you to work hard and not give up. All right, now I'm going to ask you some questions about today's video to see how you understood. 1. What types of goals should you set? 2. What's one place where I feel motivated to work or study? 3. What's a role model?